We in there. Episode 79, figuring conspiracy shit out. We back. It's Wednesday. We missed yesterday, but we here. We still
Yeah, the
rocking.
whole Thursday.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If we don't make it Wednesdays, we're gonna be a Thursday. If we don't make it Thursday, we'll be a Friday. If we don't be a Friday, we'll be
Wonderful.
Saturday.
Just know we're gonna be here every week.
Word.
All right.
That's
It might
gonna
be
happen.
7 days, 9 days, but we can be in there. Before 14 days up. Yeah.
We say normally Wednesday, but we tend to slide to different days.
Facts.
Yeah,
Do us
I
a
know.
favor though. Let's do the house clean. Was it
Do
house
that.
cleaning? House cleaning? What do they call it?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Do the like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a
Mhm.
friend. Let us know if we
Absolutely.
sound like ass. Don't let us be out here.
All
you know,
that.
We haven't really been doing our sound checks, but it's been working so far. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we good. We good. Unify and Thrive. Don't forget that. We gotta put that in the housekeeping too. Unify and Thrive. Check out. Go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. We got Patreon for this.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the
Okay, yeah.
podcast one.
Yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. You know what I mean, hit the website. We ain't do this in a minute neither. Hit the website. Put your name in the newsletter. Got some good stuff coming for y'all. We just got ironed out some of the kinks. You know what I'm talking about?
Word.
Cuzzo got some shit for us tonight. Cuzzo got some shit for us tonight, but it's kind of weird. I'm let him start it off. But Frank, we good? Ready?
Yeah, we good. So this week
Good.
we have supposedly we got 3 days. September 29th is supposed to be. We're supposed to have a new moon, a second moon, second satellite, second whatever orbiting the Earth temporarily for the next few months. And that's the official story. But what's the street saying?
Okay.
Hero, what's going on?
Chris is talking.
I don't know. I know the streets feel like we've been lied to.
That's on par.
I mean, you got to understand. If they lie about the shit on the ground, what do you think they're gonna lie about in the sky? Come on,
Everything.
man. Exactly. They really gonna lie about the shit in the sky. And I don't want to say my beliefs, but in my knowing, I believe we have more than, I'll say, 4, 5 moons. I mean, that's at the max to me. I mean, the moon changes shape at various days. So if that's not a different moon, where's the other part of the moon? Or if that's
You
not
gotta,
the case,
hey,
then
Cuzzo,
what's
I'm
covering
gonna slow you. You gotta break some of that down, Cuzzo, because I am lost in the sauce. I ain't never heard about moon changes shape. I ain't never heard about this Earth having particular more than one moon besides Pluto before it got, you know what I mean, called the whatever the
Okay,
asteroid. Talk to me, man. Slow it down for me.
What is a crescent moon? Ain't
That's
that a
supposed to
difference?
be. That's supposed to be when only parts of the moon is getting light from the sun. You know what I'm talking about? Am I wrong?
I think he froze.
Or he froze.
Oh,
See?
he froze.
He was
Nah,
talking
they're listening. They cut him off because they didn't want him to drop
with
gems.
the Matrix, and they was like, "Nah, he gotta relax because he about to go
I
flat Earth
know
Dave on
he
it.
got
Had to slow him
Matrix.
down.
He got Matrix
Had to
attack.
slow him down.
They hit him with the EMP on his cell phone. They shut his shit off.
Ah! In the hood.
But yeah, he talked about it a little bit before. I remember on a few episodes. Obviously, he's a flat Earth theory, and there's multiple suns, multiple moons. I don't know nothing about that. Let's see. He was trying to get back on, but yeah, we got 3 days. The official story, right? Let's talk about what the NASA says. Oh, that thing. Let me do something real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right now while he coming in. Let's see what Ness is talking about, cause
Yeah, NASA. Oh, there you go. He back. NASA is saying
You out, boy.
it's an asteroid
Yeah.
or some type of satellite that's hurtling through space, and the Earth is gonna grab it, I guess, in orbit, and it's gonna orbit us for a few months and then it's gonna get hurled back out. That's what the officials say. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's the deal though here? What's the true story? What's going on? Because
so
you
you
cut out
asked
when
what
you was
crescent
talking.
moon was. I said
Yeah,
you asked what the
because
crescent moon was, right? And I said crescent moon is goddamn when a particular part of the moon is getting a X amount of light from the sun, right? So it's just getting a piece of the light from wherever it's at. So like when the full moon is like right in front of the damn sun. You know what I'm talking about? So talk to him. What's the crescent moon if I'm wrong?
So I'm trying to figure out myself. When I look at it, it looks like a different moon. What is covering the moon that would form that shape? What is blacking out the other side? It can't be the sun. They in two different locations. Correct? So you have a crescent moon, you have a half moon, you have all these different moons, but they've never told us what's covering the other side. I guess we're supposed to speculate. In my speculation, I believe it to be different moons for it to come out and show at them different shapes at these different type of times, even to a full moon. I've never seen them land on a half a moon.
We need some diagrams. We need like a PowerPoint presentation or something.
I'm about to send you one, Frank. I just put one up. To see it because I'm trying to explain it, but I'm gonna share it to you I'm about to share it to you in the message right now. Because, like I said, I ain't saying you're wrong, cause I'm just saying I sent it to your personal one, Frank. Let me send it to the group one. Because I don't know. Because to me, from what I was explaining, right, it was the way the sun is hitting the moon, right, and where we position.
Oh, here you go.
See it?
Ain't the sun and the moon? And we already realized that during the eclipse, the sun didn't cover the moon. We already established that, right?
The sun was in front of the moon. Well,
no, behind it.
The moon was in front of the sun, but
no. So the sun,
the moon was behind the sun.
So the sun in Virginia, because that didn't get covered up. Why did we see that whole sun?
Because it's little compared to that big ass sun.
Listen, no. No.
What's up, man? That's how to talk.
But you got to think about it. Hold on. The moon's supposed to cover the sun to black out the sun now. Then you just said that little ass moon, so how is that possible?
Right. And then there's the whole that they're exactly the same size, and the sun is exactly like 400 times larger than the moon, but then it's also 400 times away, so that's how it's even in the sky. Like mathematically, that sounds like horseshit. You know what I'm saying? For that to happen in the sky, but you know, that's just one of those things.
Count the moons right here, because regardless of what the people done told us, they full of shit. These are the different moons we see when we look in the sky on various nights. They are not the same moon. What is covering half of these moons or the crescent moon? What is the shadow of?
So look, I'm about to break it down to you. So the sun coming from one way, right? And don't forget, we supposedly turned on
the diagram show you where the sun coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. So the sun coming from this one way, and the Earth is turning. So when the sun hitting us, we seeing the backside of the moon, so it ain't getting through. Like so, there's one to the right. It's supposed to be the eclipse, right? So when we on the daylight, and the moon right here, and it's covering right, you see full moon, right? It's blocking. But you go on the other side when it's dark. That's what the full moon is, because the sun coming, right, and it's reflecting off through the Earth or around the Earth or whatever, and it's reflected off the damn full moon.
You should be a science teacher.
So why don't we have?
I should be a computer teacher.
So why we don't have the same moon then?
That's
if all of that you just explained takes place, why wouldn't we have the same moon? Why is the moon changing shapes then?
Because it's in different places, it's getting different angles of light. Right?
I mean,
so the crescent moon is
the sun's still setting in the same position that it's always been setting in. Correct? It hasn't changed position.
For the most part.
Okay,
and that changes every day though. The sun sets differently every day. That's why it don't set every day at the same time. Because if it set every day at the same place, it'll be 8 o'clock.
I get that part, but it still sets in the same location. Time doesn't exist.
The sun ain't moving.
We're talking about the direction, the area of where the sun sets every single day never changes. Correct?
The angle?
So how is it angling different?
Moving?
If
the sun moving.
My thing is, if the sun is setting in that position every single day, why is the shade of the sun reflection to the moon changing? If it's the same direct setting.
Because the moon's also
so,
moving around. Like the moon moves in the
so,
sky too. They
So,
both
but we got
move.
so here you go.
spinning ball.
So for the ball theory, right? For the ball theory,
Ain't no ball,
the
man.
sun is going this way. The sun going this way. We going around this bitch this way. So that's why it's always in the same position because we moving around it, and it's not moving around us. You feel me? So the moon and the sun is moving like this,
Okay,
right? And the
I
sun
got.
is going like this.
So when the moon is out in the morning, why is there no shadow shining on the moon during the daytime? Why is this like a white glow like a cloud?
Because it's
Where's the
reflection, and
shadow?
because we're both facing the sun now. Because we're both facing the sun. We facing the sun, and the moon is facing the sun, and so it's in enough space to where it's reflecting off. So you keep talking about it. You keep saying shadow. It's reflecting off. What's up? Talk to me.
So when the when the sun and the moon is up and the sun is going down, the moon rarely changes position to a angle that a light will shine on it to change the shape. How is that?
I'll get your question. Hey, hold on. Before we get too deep. I ain't no astrologist. He ain't no astrologist. We just trying to figure some shit out. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly. That's all. We trying to make some sense of this shit. My thing is when the moon is in the sky during the morning time, and the sun is in the sky. When the sun is going down, the moon still holds the same color. But once the sun is gone, now we get a whole different look of the moon. So you're telling me after the sun is out of sight that we can't see it no more, it's still able to reflect a light on the moon. Hold on.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying. I see what you're saying.
Because that's not
look,
possible.
I'm saying, look, the sun don't stop shining, regardless of we're facing it or not, right? So when we not facing the sun, it's gone. I'm out the camera there. The camera there.
I know where he's going.
We can move this forward, but we not facing the sun. We don't see the sunlight. The sunlight is at our back, but that don't mean the sunlight's still not beaming, right? Even though the moon is in front of us, right, or beside us to where we can see it, in our field of view, the sunlight is still bouncing off of the moon to see it. And so even when we facing the moon, the sun in the daytime, we still can see that reflection off the damn moon.
And the only way that's possible is the Earth flat. If the Earth was round, the sun would be going around the Earth, and you wouldn't see no reflection hitting the moon. Now, if the Earth was flat, the sun keeps going further and further and further away from us, like we believe, flat earthers, that the sun goes further and further, not around. Now, it makes sense if the Earth is flat, that the sun is so far that we can't see it, but it's able to still reflect the light onto the moon. Correct?
All right, let me ask you this then.
Go around
If
the ball,
sun is getting further. So I'm saying that we going around the sun and the sun not going around us, but we also turning. But you're talking about the sun going away from us too far that we can't see it. How that bitch come back then?
What you mean? That's the way it moves. It moves. See, the sun moves lateral. Y'all think that it doesn't set and rise?
Like
literally?
a ping pong ball.
No, look, we use that theory because that's what we've been taught to say, that the sun sets and rises. No, it leaves your view and it comes into view. The same way if you driving down the interstate and you got tail lights in front of you, when they get to a certain distance in front of you, you no longer can see the tail lights. And y'all can be on the straight.
Because I don't get it.
Come on now.
All right.
That's how the sun moves. It's loud.
But Hero, with your flat Earth model, how do we explain the second moon? What is it? Is it?
Let's get on topic.
Yeah, well, it is kind of the same topic, but it's like, okay, NASA's saying it's something coming from outer space, and our Earth is going to capture it. What does the flat Earth model say, if you know, or if there's a theory about that?
All right, but just think about this for a second. Do you believe that we are inside of a firmament?
I don't know.
You don't believe? Hold on.
I don't know.
They done did Operation Fishbowl. We done heard about them doing Operation Fishbowl.
We've seen the movies, Hunger Games, Simpsons. There's a lot of stuff in media with bowls and shit, you know.
Okay, and we know every day these people paint the skies, right?
Yeah, they're spraying shit up there for sure.
Even at nighttime, if you pay attention, they roll in the dark clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Every night, just pay attention. They roll them in. It's like the dark chasing the light. You literally see it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. So
If we as a firmament, where would the other moon have come from if it wasn't already here? That they're talking about.
oh, you're saying that it's just it just so happens that we're gonna be able to see two bodies
Thank you.
in the sky that have always
And they
been
can't-
here, and their explanation is it's something else.
Because they can't prevent us from seeing it.
Oh, okay. Now,
Where they exactly, the moon's been here. You cannot just drop a moon inside of the firmament and say, "Oh, this got here." Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. That's been proven.
so is it supposed to look like? Is it supposed to look identical, like two of the exact same body in the sky? Like we're gonna see two fucking moons, like copy and paste.
Possibly, but we never know because it could be blue beam. I mean, they have too much access to this shit up there. We don't know what the fuck they do up there for real. For real, we down here speculating, but we know they have simulators. You get what I'm saying? If they can make a sun simulator, they can make a moon simulator. You best believe they can.
China had that sun for 18 minutes in the sky. It was damn pitch black outside. That shit was lit up the whole goddamn continent for a few hours. Like it was nothing. They spent all that money.
They did it again, cuz. And you can see the shape. Listen, I sent the video on TikTok to y'all. They did it again, and you can see the shape of the sun simulator. It's almost like a octagon, some shit like that. In the shape of that.
Yeah, like the James Webb Telescope. You hate that shit too, huh? But look, so my only two questions were what my planet theory, you know what I mean, what I've been on the Earth. I noticed that the goddamn shout out to everybody watching, everybody commenting on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, you know what I mean. Shout out to homie Tim, he a regular check-in. Shout out to the people on Rumble that's checking in. Appreciate y'all, right? Look. So they say the moon affect the tides in the ocean, yeah?
That's what they say. Yep.
They say the moon, they say low tide, high tide, 30-day cycle, full moon cycle, tsunami and shit. What the fuck is gonna happen with two moons in the sky affecting the gravity and pull of the Earth, right?
Well, that's if you believe that the moon affects that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I just said for my belief. What you think, Frank? Come on, got me and Frank, got me and
I heard, bro. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this space shit. All I know is whenever I look into this stuff, I can be convinced either way. I was a flat earther for like a solid 3 weeks years ago. Like I was in on it.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, and I told Flat Earth Dave this when we talked to him. I went down a rabbit hole. I got sucked in, and I was a solid flat earth for 3 weeks. And then I guess I snapped out of it. I don't really know. But to be honest, I don't know. You can't ask me what's going on, and I can't tell you because I don't know. I've never been up there. There's two different types of information coming in. You got mainstream media, and then obviously you got alternative media. They contradict each other. A lot of times they make sense depending on what you're looking at. So I don't fucking know. But as far as this like the second moon stuff, I don't believe what they're saying. I don't believe it's something that is not. You know, some people say it could be spaceship. It could be they're talking about a telescope. Saw some ships coming towards us. Who the fuck knows? This is just a conspiracy show. We don't know shit. We just out here on the internet talking our shit, trying to figure shit out. You know, if people out there got opinions or they may know, we got whistleblowers, holler at us, let us know. But I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to call any of this shit. I just think it's interesting. Maybe we gonna find out one day. I don't know.
And what size is this hole? You know what I'm talking about? Because if our moon is a particular size, is this bitch, and now this bitch come through is the same exact size of our regular moon, that's gonna be dumb fishy, right?
And if it looks the same, if you look up and you see two identical bodies, right? You can't tell us that that's something else that came from somewhere else. We're gonna be like, it looks exactly the same.
That's too perfect. Like so, because if it's that many, bitch, you can barely get two. I can't say you can barely get two people look the same, right? Because that happens all the time, right? Twins coming all the time, right?
Right.
But if there's more stars and rocks and shit in the sky than there are people, what are the odds you gonna find another one to pull up beside us?
Listen, that's the bullshit, and that'll be the second one. That if the second moon is real, we'll put it like this: if the second moon ain't real, that'll be the one that they be exploring more often than they've been doing the real one that we've been seeing all this time. Because whether I believe there's more moons up there, I honestly do believe. Y'all spraying the skies for a reason. Y'all hiding something up there. I mean, shit. Y'all keep that shit cloudy daily. It's not a good day that you can walk outside and say, damn, the sky look nice.
Clear,
and then out of nowhere, you hear a jet come flying out of nowhere with smoke behind his ass. Then a fuck your whole day up already.
Let me read this right quick.
Go ahead,
Let me read this right quick. It says Earth will have a second moon in the form of a tiny asteroid called 2024 PT5. The asteroid will be a mini moon orbiting the planet for about 2 months between September 29th and November 25th, before heading back to its original gravity.
So then it's supposed to disappear? So it's gone after the 2 months. Man,
is there a solstice in between that time? When is fall solstice? Oh, we already had it, right?
A few days ago.
Okay, so and it won't affect the winter equinox neither, right? Because that's in December. So, all right, y'all make sure y'all fast in the winter.
What if it's some type of test? What if was it Elon SpaceX is doing something up there, and they can't tell us what it is. He's running a test. He got some new machine or something that's going to orbit the Earth for whatever reason. It could be any of those things. You know what I'm saying? I think until we actually see it, which we got 3 days from today, I don't know who's going to be able to see it first. I don't know if there's like a website that's tracking it that, depending where you are in the world, you can look at it. I'd be curious to try to find it and see what it looks like. I don't have a telescope. I got binoculars. It's probably not the best. But if you out there and you look at it, if it's a fucking other moon, if it's 2 moons, that's going to be really hard to explain to the public. People are not going to really understand it. They're gonna be like, you told us this was a small shit. It looks the same. What's going on? People might go crazy. You know, I got
some more questions for y'all. I got some more questions. Look, I got another. Just ask the questions, people. Shout out to people watching from YouTube, Facebook. Share, check, comment. You know, join the conversation, whatever. I just looked up how many satellites is in our orbit, right?
Supposedly
how many satellites in our orbit?
Hundreds.
10,000 active satellites. 10,000 active satellites in orbit. Huh?
Well, hold on. You talking about up there moving around like this?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
However they move it, it's gonna be. However they move it, it's 10,000 orbiting us. Now you trying to tell me this extra ass asteroid ain't gonna hit none of them?
I mean,
it's a lot of space.
A bunch of balloons up there. That's what they done sent up there. Ain't nothing up there. And a whole bunch of balloons, and people tired of them shits crashing to their homes, man. It's not possible. These people need to stop scamming us. Look at NASA's budget. NASA owns the sky. If y'all ain't realized that yet, they bought and purchased that shit.
Hey, monopoly like a motherfucker. Because there's a few things that you cannot partake in. Elon Musk kind of bullying his way in because he got enough, I guess, I don't know, he got enough to have information to hide with him, right? Because he the only person I know that was even, matter of fact,
it's a handful.
Richard Branson, he tried to do space. Richard Branson tried to do something, but his damn stock plummeted. I believe in him. That's the story for another day. But like they got it. That's a monopoly, my boy. You can't go in the bottom of the ocean. Monopoly. You can't hit the Antarctica. Monopoly. There's a few monopolies that the government got their hands on that people just. I don't care who you is, and you can't deal with those few things. You know what I'm talking about?
The crazy thing about it, because they colonized the skies. The reason being, we have no access to the skies. So they take over the skies and say whatever the fuck they want to say about it, and we'll sit here to believe the shit that they tell us because we have nothing to just hop in and say, oh, let's go up there and check. See, they can't do that so much down here, even though they do with their little trickery and fuckery. But it's all day fuckery with the sky because they can tell you anything. Now, how the fuck they gonna tell you how long the moon gonna be here? How they know that?
Math.
Yeah, they math.
Man, Math what? How do you? So my thing is it's no different than them being able to tell you it's gonna rain on
Next
Monday.
week.
How the fuck do you know all these things unless you're able to predict? You're not predicting. You're able to orchestrate these things. That's why you're able to put a time and date on it. They don't see into the. What's up?
Because they said that this ain't the first time this has happened. This is probably the most noticeable time this has happened, right? So even going back in history, if you do the history report, run it back. They said this particular asteroid coming back in 2055.
So when was it? When did it? So they're saying this came here before. This exact asteroid.
This came before. But other asteroids have come before. They said it was one in 2022. It just wasn't visible to the naked eye. Right. That's why I wasn't thinking.
Or was it just an asteroid? Was that a moon or was it an asteroid?
They call it a moon because it's gonna be in our orbit. That's the only reason it's a moon. So like the moons. Like the moon and Saturn, they ain't no but lost asteroids that got caught in their gravitational pull, right? The moons on whatever moon is, it ain't no but an asteroid or asteroid that got caught in the planet's gravitational pull. You know what I'm talking about? So it's only considered a moon for that time of period because it's gonna be in our orbit for X amount of time, right? Mm-hmm. And again, like Frank said, mathing, history, and then they just put two and two together.
Yeah, they two and two together because these people lying their ass.
Some people say that it's. Some people say it's Nibiru. Have you heard about Nibiru? Was it Planet X?
Yeah, but that ain't Nibiru. Is explained to be a whole lot bigger than a little asteroid. Mm-hmm. So I've done my history on Nibiru. That motherfucker ain't no asteroid, or it ain't gonna look like no moon. That bitch gonna smother the whole Earth when it does arrive. But the thing about it is, these people can give dates on all this shit because what? They are in control of all of this stuff. That's why they can give dates. You can't tell me something going to be in the sky for a certain amount of time. How do you know that? So what if the moon decide to leave a week or 2 weeks early? But they're able to give you the exact time of when that moon is going to be going away from here.
Well, we do have, they have modeling. They have models where they'll input physics engines or physics like gravity, shit that we understand about the universe, and they'll put it in a computer modeling system. So if they have the parameters, they have the height or the weight, and the trajectory, they can plug in the numbers, and the model can say, oh, it's only going to orbit for 2 months and then leave. But that's a super sciencey, super mathy, super smart person explanation. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what a scientist would tell you is the reason that they're able to predict this stuff.
Yeah,
before you play the video, Frank.
No, let me say this though. He lying his ass off because we already see through you can't nothing get through the firmament. So what is he measuring? Go ahead.
Hey, Cuzzo, I don't know, man. Them niggas be smart. They been smart before they dumbed us down. You hear me?
No, facts.
So when we talk about them going into space, they dumbed the regular population down for that particular reason. They got tired of niggas like Tesla finding inventions and shit. Even the Reese Cup dude, them niggas ain't have time to be dumb. It's either you're gonna be super smart or you're gonna be nothing. Right? All the niggas had time to do was study and read and math and count and fucking look at this. That's all they had.
Before
they just gave us all this.
Before television, like in the 40s, 50s, 60s, before radio, like
no choice but to be smart.
You had books. Your entertainment was books, maybe a circus.
Figure math out.
You were farming. You were studying. You were reading. Like there was no dumbed down entertainment. It was you spent most of your time working, feeding your family, or doing something intellectual. Where most of the people understand. They knew how to garden and to grow crops and grow their own food and start businesses and all this shit. And here we go, 2024.
When the plant shit, right?
And they watching Cardi B fight with her Offset about the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
And another thing, like that's why they had the damn slaves, right? Because we need a whole mass of people to not be smart to be a working class. Because nigga, just imagine they had time to learn and just math and fucking count and just look at shit and explore shit and just think about shit. My man, Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington was castrated as a child, right? He was castrated as a child. No, Carver. Carver was castrated as a young man, as a young boy. And so he learned about the peanuts and the plants and shit. Why? Because he was in the garden at 4 in the morning, watching them hoes grow, thinking about them, just looking at them, observing them. Because he had time to. He couldn't be a real
He ain't had Instagram.
Full man, I guess, right? He didn't have Instagram, but he ain't had no
TikTok.
penis to go chase no bras, right? And even one time he was like, why you ain't got a wife? He was like, what I like to tell my wife I'm in the garden, let's see the flowers at 4 in the morning, right? So, like, that's what happened when you got time to just observe and think and be smart. You figure shit out.
But what we got to talk about, but today, though, we don't have that ability. We don't have that knowledge. We have to rely on official authorities to tell us science, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're supposed to take what they say as fact, as truth, because we don't know no better. We don't know how to do the shit ourselves at this level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the distrust comes from. And I get the distrust. You know, people will look at this or watch this and be like, look at these idiots. They don't know that the earth is round or, you know, the moon or whatever. And it was like, we don't know enough. Our generation and the generations before us weren't staring at the sky, calculating shit, catching the patterns, you know, jotting down celestial events and watching it happen every month like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? I look up
and running back to my notes from last year.
Right, and I look at the moon. I don't know. I can't tell you what's north, west, east, south. Like you go outside. You know what I'm saying? That's just our generation.
Oh yeah, I know that. I pay attention to the sky there.
I mean, if I see the sun, I could probably tell where north is. You know, if you see where the sun's going, it's supposed to be going west, right? But outside of that, I couldn't tell you shit. Put me on a ship and throw me in the ocean, and tell me to navigate. Tell me to go fly, sail to Europe. I'm gonna be fucked. You know what I'm saying? Without a fucking phone or GPS of some sort. But
even in the woods, bitch, I'm just gonna be eating fucking poison ivy and not know it. You know what I'm talking about? Eating slugs, bitch. I be shitting for days.
Hakuna Matata.
Kind of way. Shit. I tell you. You'll figure it out. Your survival skills will kick in, even if you had to.
That's the ancestor in me.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
The world condition, man. We already know they done softened the shit out of the whole world. That's why everybody don't do none of the shit they used to do no more. You get what I'm saying? Everybody lazy, and they make me even lazier.
That was intentional. They knew that. They knew we can't have these niggas just keep getting smarter and smarter and smarter. Just, no way. You better go pay some taxes. You better go find a. Get you a whole new distraction. Now you got to make money to live.
Go
now you got to
make
money to eat. You got to go watch the Gladiators.
Watch the Super Bowl. Yeah.
You said that was auto correction on the phone, cuz.
Absolutely.
You can't even type. They gonna spell it for you. Don't worry about it. I got it. Come on, man.
And look, I mean, Frank being Texas, we talked about this before, right? Like when it get too far out of hand, niggas is not gonna know about a mainframe on a computer or a motherboard. You're not gonna know about a fucking USB port. You're not gonna know how to type.
You're just gonna speak to the computer. They doing that now with the AI, you know, speech to text.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that the skills that me and Frank have is gonna be obsolete. The skills that the people before us had, obsolete. .NET, the floppy disk, that type of stuff is important to the lineage of the computer. But it's so far out of reach to the people who know technology that, you don't need to know that no more, just know this. But in all actuality, if you wanted to go back and build your own computer, that skill is about to be obsolete and dead. It's a lost language, more like, right? It's going to be a lost language.
So we say all that to say, we got to get back into science. We got to get smart again. We all, as a collective, we got to get smart again as a collective. Because we have been lied to, and our distrust of authority in these industries is warranted. It's not like we just distrust them for no reason. They have been caught lying to us on several occasions, probably hundreds of occasions, and so the distrust is healthy. But in lieu of this distrust, we also have to educate ourselves in these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we talk about celestial events or astrology or astronomy rather. You know, it's I think we got to move past the point of just taking someone's word for it and then studying ourselves and having the knowledge for ourselves to be able to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Neil deGrasse Tyson, I used to hang on to every fucking word he ever said. Then he started talking bullshit, and I'm like, bro, he got caught in lies and acting crazy, and now it's like I can't even listen to the dude no more. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. What you gonna do?
Got a video for us, right?
Yeah, let's throw this video on real quick. This is I don't know what he's gonna say. Let's see what he's talking about. But it's just about the moon. Maybe he'll give us more information about what the moon.
And before you play, got a couple comments. Shout out to Tim in the comments. He talking that good stuff. Who is my man Derek Beeman? He came through and he said the moon is also reflecting the sunlight. The moon is 238,000 miles away from the Earth. It can easily reflect the sun's sunlight. That's something I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Frank.
Google is not your
So what?
Google
is not your friend. Google is not your friend. Because it is
Hold on, before
it is
you
a
play this,
curated search engine. What's up?
before you play this, I like what you just said. Just know that Google software is who, cuz? The name of their software is
well, the browser is named Chrome, and Adreno is the Linux OS that they use.
Thank you.
You
Okay,
put it
y'all just know
together, you got Adreno
They-
Chrome.
they
And
do the
YouTube-
Adrenal phone.
Yeah, and YouTube about
They
to.
also own over 200 softwares, bro. So
Nah, that ain't no coincidence, cuz. That's
I
they
don't
just
think so,
coincide. They coincide. I feel you.
You know, coincidence and coincide, even though they're one word inside of each other, they should never be because they're total opposites. You get what I'm saying? Even though that's how stupid we think we are.
No,
But
that's
yeah.
a fact. All right, let's see what this guy talking about.
They just dropped, we're getting another moon. And yes, this is 100% real. Starting September 29th, 2024, for at least 2 months, our planet will have an extra moon. Last month, scientists discovered something peculiar in space heading towards us. An asteroid about 10 meters in diameter paying us a visit from our solar system's Arjuna asteroid belt. And it's gonna join our moon in orbit for a little while, known as a NEO, a near-Earth object. Called 2024 PT5, it's gonna complete almost a full orbit around us, doing a loop-de-loop over the course of 2 months, officially making it a temporary moon by definition, before getting launched back out and the sun's gravity takes over its orbital path again, as it was going a little too fast for Earth to fully capture it for good. Now, before you get all excited for a potential twin moon night sky, a reminder that this thing is about the length of a school bus. And no, not the short bus that I usually ride, a full-length school bus, which means it's going to be too small for anyone to see with the naked eye and even amateur telescopes. Yeah, you're going to need one of these hefty bad boys to see it. Anyone got one they could spare? As for the rest of us, we're just gonna have to trust NASA that it really is up there when it arrives. Do you really think it is an asteroid or maybe an alien spaceship doing some recon on us? Or is it a little too convenient that none of us are even gonna be able to see it?
Bro, so 10 meters. Okay, so we not supposed to see anything supposedly.
It's a ship. That's going to tell us the truth, man.
It's
a ship.
SpaceX. Elon's fucking with us. It's
Come on.
Elon.
Why would you even call it a moon? See, now I'm really upset because I think it's more of a distraction for something else now. I really think y'all diverting our attention for a reason now. They have us worried about a fucking a pebble sliding through or
10
whatever y'all.
meters. That's nothing. I mean, we got our satellites that we have up there for like Sirius XM, and communications are probably that size.
Or hey, but listen, the reason fiber optic cables running through the ocean floors. Y'all just understand that. Just understand why all those cables run on the ocean floors. A lot of fiber optic cables.
Yeah, to connect internet to other countries.
There's your internet.
Mm-hmm.
There's your satellite. There's your all of the above right there in that position. Because if anything was up there orbiting, I would never lose a signal. And I don't even be around woods, so I wouldn't lose a signal. But when you watch movies, people go to their phone, and in an emergency, you look at their phone and they don't got no service. But it's a satellite orbiting, but they ain't never got no service.
No, that's facts.
Come on, man. That shit don't make sense. Ain't nothing up there. Around them weather balloons keep crashing. I told you the people mad that it killed like two cows about 2-3 weeks ago, man. Tell them people stop. Peter gonna be on their ass.
Peter don't care. Peter don't care about cows and stuff.
Yeah, we know what type.
Peter worry about getting a check. Who can I sue, man? That's all Peter want to know.
Nah, but this could be a distraction. Like it could be a distraction. 2 months.
Really believe.
You can't even see it with the naked eye. Like, why would they even make that announcement, or just for news?
At least the eclipse, we could go outside and see the bullshit.
Oh, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to have everybody watching the skies while they scheming and running shit on your ass, while they stealing sovereignty and all this type of other shit going on. They got us looking
But again, we talked about them dumbing us down before, but they don't need to trick us with that foolishness to do that, because they can do that regardless. You know what I'm talking about?
Because
it ain't like niggas about to run at the UN doorsteps.
That's 2 months.
I don't even know where they are. I don't know where the building are.
2 months of looking at the sky. Them people gonna be out there.
Football season.
Football coming back.
And it's football season.
Distractions.
People gonna be so fixated and focused on looking at the sky. It's gonna be at least 10 to 12 hours spent to anybody that has a telescope, maybe 15, of looking through that scope for the next 2 months. Come on, man.
Damn, I can barely see the moon in my telescope, but I know damn well I ain't found nothing 10 meters with that bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how it got through the firmament, but hey,
we gotta get Flat Earth Dave back. We gotta holler at Flat Earth Dave. He's funny. I tried to download his app, but that shit was buggy as fuck, and I paid for it.
I'm telling you, man, who did they buy the sky from? Because basically we already know who owns it. They bought it, man. NASA bought this motherfucking sky. That's why they're able to perpetrate these lies that they do so often with the skies. Because like I said, we have no access to the skies, none at all.
We should build our own rockets. Let's build our own SpaceX. Let's do a crowdfunding. What's it called? Kickstarter, whatever the fuck. And raise billions and do like a real privatized for the people space program. You know what I'm saying? And fucking experiment.
They done sent up the little balloons and with the camera, and they get to a distance that it stopped. So I mean, what is it hitting when it stopped?
That we need to send a person up there.
Go no more.
Let's do that with a person though. Why can't, instead of like using fuel and rocket and combustion, why don't we just get a big enough balloon, put like a team of 2-3 people, take their ass straight up. You know what I'm saying? Apparently they'll need the oxygen, they'll need a suit, whatever. Yeah. Fly them straight up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking about a weather balloon though, because I don't think coming down is easy as going up.
But that's where the science would come in. We could.
People always take cameras up.
I don't see nobody got their hand raised up to get on that balloon frame.
Exactly.
I mean, they had rich motherfuckers take subs down to the ocean.
Now you got
if you had a pick, would you rather go down in the ocean or go up?
Well, if you want to go out of space, then the ocean is where you need to go, because that's the only outer space that you're going to go to. Ain't no going through that goddamn glass dome. My thing is, if it wasn't a dome up there, more than rain and snow would fall on us. You get what I'm saying? Something has to be up there protecting shit from falling in here if everybody say we live in a ball.
You know how we prove this once and for all?
It has to be something protecting it.
We get a team, we get 2 or 3 people, put them on a big ass balloon, and have it live. No, I'm not doing it. Put them on that bitch. Let it go straight up. You know when it supposedly it goes up and then it hits something and it stops. We get to that point, and then have the people like film it live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, whatever, just live. You know what I'm saying? No pre-recorded shit. Don't record it. Come back down, edit shit, and put it out. Have that shit live and have motherfuckers in real time touch it if it's there. You know, maybe take a sample or whatever the fuck they can do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Because we got NASA, we got SpaceX. They always showing us this shit going flying, and they always show us the the CGI, and we see shit, debris, and all this. All that shit has holes poked in it. You know what I'm saying? We need real motherfuckers with real live cameras to just go up there and then shoot the shit.
I'm gonna give you some math right quick. Give you some math. The Mariana Trench, right, supposed to be the deepest part of our ocean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be the deepest part. That hole only 34 miles deep. 36,000 meters, right?
Mm-hmm.
36,000 feet. The atmosphere is 6,000 miles tall, my boy. Who rides 6,000 miles up?
I thought it was shorter than that. 6,000 miles?
Looking at it right now. Atmosphere, come on, hold on. How tall is
like till outer space?
Earth
I thought it was like 2 miles.
Yeah. Nah. Earth atmosphere extends roughly 10,000 kilometers or 6,200 miles above the planet's surface. You know what I mean? So that's a little minute. That's a little way.
If that's, I mean, well, that's the official NASA calculation, right? So what's the flat Earth? Here, I don't know if Hero knew. What's the flat Earth measurement of the top?
He ain't
of the
got
dome?
no numbers.
How high is the bottom of the dome?
You said the who? The dome.
Yeah, like how high is the dome? Like from us?
I don't know. I know they say it's on like I would believe on Antarctica side. But if you go back and do a little research, I think Aldrin said the distance. I think they wrote a book on the distance that they was able to go to, far as where the firmament met the ground. Yeah. They got a measurement of the whole shit.
Also, they were able to go to the edge vertically.
Yeah, but what I can say, what I can say is that the astronauts that supposedly went to the moon said it never happened. Now we all can see the moon on any given night. If they can't go to what we can see, how can they go to what we can't see? That I mean, I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. You can't go to the moon, so how can you go past the moon or outside of what we don't see? You can't go you can't even get to where we can see virtually with our eyes. I don't never hear a motherfucker say they landed on a star. Why don't never go to a star?
Well, they're supposedly millions of light years away.
Huh? Boy.
Let's go to the sun. How about that?
For real.
Why is no stars?
I'm not saying the flat earthers is wrong. I'm just saying the globe niggas just got more numbers than y'all. They got more math. I believe that's it.
Now listen, I don't believe the earth is completely round. I think it's more of a stationary plane with a dome over top of it. You get what I'm saying? I doubt if we're spinning around in a ball and the stars line up in the same positions as they always do. The reason the slaves were able to make movements from where the fuck that they was going, looking at the stars. How is that possible if the earth is constantly spinning? That's not possible. The pyramids is lined up to the stars. How is that possible?
That's one of those things. That's one of those things that is always failed to be explained properly for me to understand why it doesn't move.
Back to the.
But you know, NASA and Neil deGrasse, they'll have some answer and pull out their ass.
I just want to say back to the Earth, Fibonacci. This whole spin at a particular speed. Since the shit been spinning at that particular speed.
Only a machine do that first. At a constant, listen, if you can measure a constant speed and say the Earth speeds at this speed every single day, this is how the Earth. Let's say hypothetically, the speed of the Earth is 55 miles an hour. You're gonna tell me every single day the Earth is spinning at 55 miles an hour, and it never changes.
It's a concept. It's a concept in physics. It's a concept in physics, quantum mechanics called the time crystal.
And who stepped outside to measure it?
It's an element. It's called.
He went to space with a speed gun like the cops have, and just radar that shit. Like,
listen,
with
It's
a
a
big ass radar.
concept called time crystals. It's a
Man,
concept
come on, man.
called time crystals. Listen, go look.
Google
You gotta
that,
look it
y'all
up for yourself.
friend.
This is science and math and physics, right? Time
Listen.
crystals. These shits
Listen,
do the
how do we
same
know-
thing forever without losing or gaining energy, right? So what I'm saying, in theory, a time crystal can do the same shit forever without any new energy being introduced to it, right? So if that is a concept that we can now produce on a small scale, why the fuck can't that be an actuality on a large scale, i.e. the
Right.
Earth moving around the sun? And they do the same shit all the time for
So
the
you
past eon, my boy.
So you would have to believe the atmosphere never changes around the Earth to throw the speed off at all. You would really have to think that. But hold on. But the speed on Earth is thrown off by all types of shit. But outside of here, it's perfect that the Earth is constantly spinning with nothing bothering the speed of it, and it's spinning at the same speed every single day.
We so small, and the fact is that we got to even try to
So how
mess
do
up the
you explain
trajectory.
the stars?
It ain't big enough.
So how do you explain the stars? How do you explain the stars lining up perfectly, where they always
We're
have been
moving.
eons?
It's moving too slow for our lifespan to understand. But
So how do the pyramids line up then? So how do the pyramids line up that doesn't move?
them niggas only had 100 years to do it. That's only 100 years. But
So why does it still line up to this day? To this day now, hold on. Why does it still line up to this day?
I'm trying to tell you what I think. The motherfucking shit is expanded, and the shit just be lining up. Nigga, I don't know.
It's not.
I don't know.
This shit
I
ain't
don't know
moving. It only. Come on, man. It's not moving. That's why it's lining up. If it was moving, it would never line up.
Stonehenge too is another one. Stonehenge
That's-
line up with shit. Yeah.
That was the real navigation. Before they had navigation or any fucking thing out here, bro, that was the real navigation of how people moved around. Follow the stars, because the stars are always in the same position when traveling east, north, west, south, wherever you
North
go.
Star. And then why does the stars rotate around the North Star and the North Star never moves?
These stars don't go nowhere. This how these people was able to make movement. Come on, man, we going on these lies that these people done told us after they done colonized the skies. Now they can give us any kind of figuration that they done mathematically done measured. Like somebody stepped outside of this motherfucker with a big ass radar gun and said, you know what? The Earth is spinning at this speed.
Like I said, it might be time for takeaways soon, but like I said, they just got more math than y'all, dog. Y'all got a whole bunch of theories, a whole bunch of.
They got a lot of mouth. They got a lot of mouth.
They got and them shits. They got a lot of math, and them numbers be adding up, and I ain't smart enough to refute them. I ain't smart enough to,
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe like how Terrence Howard came in the game and, he's throwing a wrench and shit and coming with some new ideas. Maybe that's what we need, the public or people in general. Like, when this is the thing that kills me about industry and academia. Like, we go to school, like, let's say you want to be a scientist or astrology or astronomer. You go to school and they teach you the same shit. So everybody's on the same playing field, same knowledge base. But if it's not questioned, right? And it may be questioned, but generally to get a degree or to earn an accolade in that academia, you have to pass the test and you have to regurgitate the same information that they want you to know. You know what I'm saying? So if we just passing down information over the generations that they agreed to was going to be the official answers, and you learning it, then you just learning the same lies and the same bullshit. So I think we need to go back to the drawing board and like study some things, maybe learn it a different way, and test our understandings that we have now, and maybe bring those back forward and say, hey, we should question this with some new hypotheses, some new theories, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? But
takeaway.
Yeah, that's my takeaway. Like, we may have to go back to the drawing board on some things. Let's stop passing down knowledge generationally. Let's test everything we've ever thought we've known that academia has ever tried to teach us, and question everything until we get closer and closer to the truth. That's how I feel.
Hey Frank, I got something to say to that. Would you want your father or your granddad or your great granddad to pass you down some knowledge that they had?
Yeah.
And would you still believe it to this day?
It depends what it is.
No.
It depends what it is. If it's
if your granddaddy said, great granddaddy said, hey son, to be a excellent man, to be healthy and wealthy, do these things, right? Your granddaddy did them. Your dad did them. They get to you, and you gonna be like, I don't know, nigga.
It depends what it is,
right?
Because there's a lot of old stuff that we know, like bleeding. You know, like they used to bleed motherfuckers when they got sick. They would bleed them out, and then they thought that would make, like, we know now you were killing motherfuckers. So like, there's certain things. It's like, okay, it's old knowledge.
It's not in the blood,
right? It doesn't apply to today. But I feel like that's what's happening with academia, like where, you know, these models and all this stuff is like, it's old information. Nobody's really questioning it. We just kind of already take it as fact and we just keep pushing it down the pipe. You know what I mean? That's my take. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. That's your takeaway. I get it. But I would love to hear what my granddaddy would have to say about some shit, right? I would love for him to left me a letter and said, or some instruction, right? Because I'm building me a trust with my kids, and that shit got to come with some instructions. Right, look at the goddamn Vanderbilts versus the Rothschilds, right? Or no, the Rockefellers, right? Them niggas the Rothschilds, right? The Rothschilds had instructions with they trust. The Vanderbilts didn't. Look at the motherfucking trust now. Vanderbilt shit gone, and the Rothschild shit is still booming, yeah? So that's what I'm getting at with passing down the knowledge and information. Even the motherfucking Egyptians and the pyramids, they laugh at us. They laugh at some shit. They laugh at some notes. They laugh at some goddamn education. But the shit got lost in translation, old language, right?
Or hidden.
Or even
suppressed.
Hidden or however, even with Timbuktu, right? That shit was booming full of what? Passed down knowledge. But Alexander the jackass or little Rome Caesar, they want to take the knowledge for themselves and suppress the shit, right? So I get what you're saying with double checking the information being passed down, but also pass some shit down, right? Because if Tesla was able to pass down his shit, what would the world look like today?
He tried, and yeah, and it's not so much but like again, just questioning. It's just the powers that be not suppressing the information we need and giving us bullshit in lieu of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keeping the productive information or the shit that we actually need and just giving us pebbles of bullshit and saying, here you go, believe this, take this to your grave. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's
Michael Jackson and Tupac. Here's Michael Jackson and Tupac and fucking Frankie Beverly and Mays and goddamn Muhammad Ali and goddamn I ain't taking no greatness away from them. So here's my takeaway. I ain't taking the greatness away from them. But like Frank saying, do some research, question all this shit, because clearly the information that we getting is just new shit. It's nothing old that has been proven or solidified, right? Because if, like I said, I had to do my own research and find out that we have got a moon before, but then come find out this shit ain't big enough to fucking affect our Earth. Why is it such a big deal?
10 meters.
It's election year. Why is it such a big deal? Election year. Why is Diddy going to jail for being a fucking jackass such a big deal? Why would Bill Cosby election year fucking around with little girls and whatever being such a big deal? You know what I'm talking about? It's a lot of distractions, personal responsibilities, drink your motherfucking water, do your workout, eat right, study your shit. Study your shit, whatever you want to do. Learn how to manifest your shit. Learn how to control your little brain waves. Do you some breathing exercises. Do you some motherfucking Tai Chi. You know what I'm talking about? All that, because all this shit we talked about today don't matter in the grand scheme of your 90 years, 100 years of living. You know what I'm talking about?
200.
All right, look,
I said 200 when I was 10. I said I was going to live 200 when I was 10. I was being nice for the other nigga. You feel me?
But yeah, look, my takeaway is listen. Just know NASA is the only group of people to say that the Earth was round. Every other civilization before did not predict a circle ball. They lied to you about the land, so they will lie to you about the sky. That's all I got. So
Oh yeah, they lies.
don't pay attention to the shit they tell you, because you gotta understand, they know we have no way to measure any of this math, any of these distance, or any of the size or anything that they give us. We have to take it for face value. And that's what got our people back in the day fucked up. Listening to these people who has never had their best interests at heart and has always had their foot on our necks from day one. So they're not a good source to get our information from. If they lie to you about the ground, they'll lie to you about the earth.
Yeah,
Because
Ooh.
I got one thing for you, because the niggas back in the day did say the shit was a globe, but it was just so far back that bitch 500 BC. Some niggas said it was. And then Pythagoras said the shit was a globe, but they laughed him out the room.
Yeah, I can run
So see what I'm talking about?
and who he ties to.
You can do. Cuz don't do that to yourself. Again, them niggas that had. Hold on.
I said
Them niggas that
civilization.
had nothing to do but to be smart. They had nothing to do but to be smart. The nigga named Pythagoras.
They ain't had
500
PlayStation.
BC.
They ain't had PlayStation.
Yes, but my
You know what I'm
thing
talking
is,
about? Watch cigarette.
okay, so when do we take two out of many, 2 out of 10 as what it is?
Because
Two?
clearly the information that he presented was sufficient enough or sound enough to make the niggas laughing at him stop laughing at him.
So what
You know
part
what I'm
about NASA do you believe and don't believe?
Say again?
What part about NASA do you believe and don't believe? Real quick.
Oh, NASA, the big brothers. I ain't talking about NASA. I'm just talking about, you said NASA the only niggas say the earth was around. That ain't true. Because it's been many niggas saying the earth been around before. Pythagoras was one of them. Aristotle was another one of them.
I've never seen a circle globe when I've done my research on pictures like this, but nothing but this CGI picture. And they done already told us, first of all,
Okay.
that the picture is CGI, that they don't have a real life picture of the earth.
You know what be killing me is the fucking Photoshop clouds and the copy paste of clouds.
I don't know why they do that. I can't answer that.
It's horrible.
Okay, so now that you know that, how can they say that the earth is round if they don't have a picture to prove what they're saying?
They got pictures. It's whether you believe it or not.
Which one of technology?
No. They said no. Hold on. They said, NASA said they don't have a live picture of a real Earth model in a circle globe. They said it's CGI.
I gotta Google it, cuz. I got to Google it.
So look who he's going to.
Who you want me to go to though?
DuckDuckGo.
Listen,
Yahoo.
I just told you
Who
they
else
don't.
do you got? The math. Who else got the math?
That's why I just told you, because they don't have it. Only people, they just said it's CGI. So even when you go to Google to pull the picture, it's still a CGI picture. It's not a real picture. No one has one. Come on, man. Y'all got it. Come on, man. Now,
there is an information filter.
Go
Niggas got a live stream right now.
Go to
Niggas got a
NASA.
live stream right now. They got a live stream right now.
There is a bottleneck. There is a bottleneck of information, especially when you use their technology. They're gonna bottleneck the information. You know what I'm saying?
If they had a real live stream of the Earth being circled, we would see that to shut everybody up, because they would have been showed everybody, the whole world.
Let me look at the live. You talking about the live stream, like NASA live stream?
Even if
that's a live stream of Earth, but it's not a full pullback, Jamie. It's something close to seeing fucking clouds.
I'm gonna put this on the screen real quick. I'm gonna put this on the screen real quick.
Hey, listen. But we can't see the back of it though.
Ain't the one.
Hey, yo, look at this.
What the fuck is that?
That shit do look fake.
That's not the one I'm looking at.
Hey, stop. Listen, hold on.
See the one I'm looking at.
How can you show us a whole globe model and you can't show us the back of the moon nor the sun?
Wait, this should look like PlayStation, bro.
The old
I'm looking.
man, too.
I'm looking for some
Right.
clouds and looking. But look, you see how clean this line
I'm
is?
gonna see you know up front.
Okay.
I'm gonna see you know.
Man, you need,
But this one worse. The one I'm sending you about to be like the left side of your screen with the cloud.
what the fuck, man? Gotta
Oh yeah,
stop
no,
it,
this
man.
is horrible.
Oh,
What
man,
what we
stop.
supposed to do with this?
That one.
That's how I
That
looked
one,
today
man.
outside. That's how I was looking today outside. Man, that's chemtrail.
Oh, it went back to this.
Man,
Yo, look how clean this line. I don't know. Y'all can't really see this. This line is so clean. It
but my
looked like.
thing, okay, now, just say for instance, if we're really looking at the Earth, where is the land? Why is we just see all water? Where's the land?
Over the.
It tells you right here. This is where it's at. So
Where's the land?
it's a diagram right here. If you look to the bottom left, it's like where it's over the Atlantic right now.
Yeah.
But
Pacific Ocean.
oh, Pacific.
Man, don't you need to stop, man.
Oh yeah, Pacific. Duh, right here it says Pacific. My bad. I don't know shit about the oceans.
You can see that much of the water, but you'll never
Again,
see a
back down to
boat.
dumb us down.
You'll never see a boat.
Yeah.
That shit, man, look at that.
I
man.
just told you.
Oh, look at this one.
I look crazy too.
Man, it's true.
It's
That, yeah,
6,000
we-
miles, but it's 6,000 miles up though. It's 6,000 miles of view.
But don't this
You know
look?
what
This
I'm talking
look.
about?
The clouds ain't moving though. Ain't the clouds supposed to? This look like a
Nothing.
picture.
only thing moving is this shit in front of us, man.
Because
Gotta stop, man. Come
so
on, man.
the satellite
Hey, good
stationary,
cat
right?
flop. Hey, nah, good, fuck all that. Good cat flop. Hey, shit move.
The clouds ain't
Look,
moving.
Because the
I don't
Earth
see
moving,
it
and now you
now.
got
Them clouds is stiff.
Ain't nothing moving, man. But this goddamn fake ass shit.
now they
sliding
moving right
across
there. Look, they
the
moving.
screen. Man, this
Nah, I
look
don't
like
see
the
shit.
Super Doppler 10 on Channel 10, the weather station.
Right.
And get you a fucking
why is
spaceship.
that-
Let's go up
okay,
there. 'Cause
now,
this shit
look.
crazy.
Why is it? Now go to the land one. Let me see them when they're going across the land like.
We can't switch. They switching it, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They
switching it.
Man, these people full of shit, man.
Read the
Cause
What is
the
that?
comments about nuts.
come on, man.
That was a fake shit.
But
That
this
was
line
okay.
is so clean. Like you gotta pull it up on your own screens
Come
and
on,
look at
man.
this shit.
Somebody drew that shit.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah.
Come on, man. It's perfect. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
On that note, yeah. Who knows, bro? We don't know shit. Just holler at us. Please like, share, subscribe. Put in the comments what you think is going on. This new moon turned out to be a bust. We didn't realize it was like 10 fucking meters. We
Yeah,
probably
man.
should have looked that up before we talked about it. But catch us every week here Wednesdays. Wednesdays primarily 9 p.m. We're gonna be here doing a thing. Appreciate you.